Hi, everyone. I just wanted to come on board and do a quick little summer solstice reading. So let's get started. I wanted to do this really quickly. We can focus on your astrology sign. You can use your ascendant to try to figure out how things will be moving for you this summer. You can use the moon sign in order to determine how you're going to be feeling throughout the summer. And then you can use your sun sign reading to see what's going to happen, what's going on. All right, so let's get started. I thought I'd put this little thing in because I thought the black was not festive enough for the summer. And we always want to, elevate and have fun. So let's get started. What are the cards that I'm using? I'm using this one, which is, I hope you can see it. It's called, is this backwards? Oh, anyway, it's called Tarot of Traditions. I hope this is recording properly. If not, sorry. But this one is Tarot of Traditions. And we're going to use two cards for each sign. So one will be a tarot card and the other one will be an oracle card deck. And I just got this one, which is Guides of the Hidden Realms Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. And I'm really excited to use this. I've never used this deck before. It's a brand new deck, and I just love her cards and her creativity, and she actually illustrated all of these cards. So yeah, let's get started with Aries. So first I'm going to I'm going to shuffle these really quickly, but I'm going to pull the tarot card first, and then I'm going to pull the oracle deck. Oh, and there's one that flipped here that I saw, so we're going to have to go with that for Aries. Aries, you've got Ace going on here. This is the Ace of Swords Tarot card. So whenever we're dealing with the Swords deck, we're thinking about mind, we're thinking about ideas, we're thinking about what's coming to fruition, what new ideas are coming forth. And whatever the ideas are that's kind of being seeded for you right now during the summer solstice until we get to the fall equinox season is really something that's going to give you a lot of fruits. It's going to give you a lot of abundance, even because you could see here, right, all over. This is very victorious feeling, and it also feels like a lot of harvest for me. So keep that in mind, very clear. Whatever the ideas are that you're seeding during this time period is going to literally give you money. That's how I see it. That's how I'm seeing it. You're above, let me get my little wand here, but you're above the, oops, can I get my wand? Let's see. I have a lot of wands. You could see them. So they're all tangled up. So that's why I was having a little difficulty. Let's get this one actually. So what I was going to say was that you're above the clouds here, but you're also above the mountains. Mountains always signifies strife or some challenge, etc. So whatever's happening, like you're in the clear for this beautiful summer solstice. So good for you, good for you, good for you. Now let's see what card wants to come through for you from Colette's deck. Oh, this one fell. So we'll stick to it. Order in the Forest. This is about cleansing, releasing resentments, and making amends. So for you, Aries, oh, wow, this is such a powerful card for me. But anyway, for you, Aries, and I have to kind of look at it, and I apologize because I've never used this deck before. This summer is going to be about you literally cleansing your space, making room in your emotional sphere, making room in your physical sphere, to let go of anything that's really just not serving you anymore. This is the 11th card. So again, this beautiful energy of a lot of abundance just waiting to be delivered to you, right? So in order for this to manifest, in order for this idea to give you the fruits and the abundance that you're seeking, you're really going to have to do a little work here and clear and cleanse and release and not have any resentment, right? This is what's opening your third eye. So literally having order in your space is what's being called for. Your inner space and your outer space. Beautiful. I think that what I'm going to do moving forward is not include these cards in the reshuffle as I move forward and start picking the cards because I did shuffle them and I did my prayer work before I got on. So I'm just going to start pulling the next cards that are coming up from the deck, and that way I can save some time as well. Check and make sure the volume is totally up. Yes, it is. All right, beautiful. Next card that we're going to do is for the Taurus. Taurus, what you have is Six of Pentacles. Whenever we see the Six of Pentacles, it's either going to be about, well, it's the summer solstice. So it is about charity. It's about what you can give, how you can give. If you feel abundant, make sure that you're sharing that abundance with others. I do see here some legal issues that are coming up right here, some legal issues, but because I feel like this is the one, law is on your side, you will have more than enough to give. If you're on the receiving end, right? If you're the person that's looking to make money, looking for, this is usually considered the card of the handout, right? If you're looking for that, make sure that you are balanced, right? Make sure that it's a fair deal that's going on. Don't ask for asking without actually trying to see if there's something else that you can do. But the way that I initially saw this is how I'm going to read this, which is for you to stay in the space of gratitude for the summer. Self-care. Whenever we're dealing with the six, it's about self-care and care of others. So really beautiful if you could do that and help people in need or help people that need from you, your guidance and your assistance for the summer. Gorgeous. And then for you, your oracle is full moon eclipse, removing internal obstacles, confronting self-identity and intensity. Beautiful card. This is the 15th card, full moon. So this is really about you releasing old thought forms that no longer serve you. For me, it's like your conflict of whether to give or whether to receive, right? Which is something that sort of showed up here, is really a thought form that we need to release. Also, pay attention to any future full moons coming, because obviously we just came from the solar eclipse energy. Look for that. See what's asking to be released. So for you, the summer solstice is really asking you to let go of something, and you might have to look back at the full moon eclipse that we had previously to see what's the continuing story here. What's the story that's being revitalized for the summer solstice here for you? Lovely. Next, we have the Geminis. Geminis, we have the Chariot. Woof. Things are going to be moving really quickly for you this summer, perhaps a little bit quicker than what you expected. So my guidance to you is definitely look at the shields here, right? The moon and the sun energy kind of like being on your shoulders. So whatever's happening for you this summer, it's really big and it's really fast. So you're not even going to see it coming, but you are in control so long as you remember the alchemy, so long as you remember these positive traits of the sun energy and the moon energy, meaning pay attention to what you're doing and pay attention to how you're feeling. These two things have to be in balance in order for you to move forward in a determined and focused way for the summer. Gorgeous. Let's see what you've got. What is holy? What is true? Appreciation, witnessing the unmerited gift of grace. So there you go. The oracle gave you exactly how you are to proceed. So in other words, how do I balance what I'm doing and how do I balance how I'm feeling is to always tap into the space of gratitude. Always be in the space of literally understanding what's really of value to you and what is true to you. That way you don't falter, right? You don't fall out of the chariot when you stay within your integrity. Lovely reading. Lovely, lovely. Ooh, I'm loving those cards. Next up, who do we have next up? We have Cancers. Cancer baby, we've got Judgment. So it's really important. You're going to be learning. So anyone that's had the major arcanas kind of coming up in these cards, which was so far, it's the Gemini and now Cancer. These are lessons that we're going to be learning for the summertime, right? For the summer solstice. So your biggest lesson is to always remember the innocence in everyone, most especially within yourself. Remember the innocence. Do not judge, because if you judge, you will be judged. So for you, it's really about learning this amazing lesson of the childlike energy within us. And that can be really challenging, especially when we have the judgment card. It can be incredibly challenging to see the innocence in others, but it's not that difficult if you can picture yourself as the child making innocent mistakes. This is also the card of resurrection. So whatever you are judging, if you are judging, don't forget that if you forgive yourself, if you give yourself this grace, you will resurrect and you will be looking at the world with innocent eyes. Beautiful. I'm trying to cover the nudie parts. What do we got here? Wow, this is listen to the ancestors. Inherited patterns, traditions, integrated wisdom versus knowledge. Wow, listen to the ancestors. So this could also be, paying homage to the ancestors and forgiving family, forgiving the self, forgiving something here having to do with the family. This is what your summer solstice is bringing you. This forgiveness of the family, this integration of seeing everyone's role through innocent eyes. Gorgeous. Next up, we have the Leos. Oops. Leo, oh my goodness, what are we doing here? This is too much thought pattern. You're sometimes when we see this card, it's really about how much we have betrayed ourselves, how much with our thoughts we haven't been listening to what our guidance has been giving us and proceeding in a manner that is not exactly in our best interest. And so we often feel, oh, others are attacking me, or others are, talking behind my back, or, et cetera, when in fact, you've been doing this to yourself. You've been, just being tough on yourself, so much so that you are feeling defeated with your own thoughts. So for me, when I see this, the 10 of swords in this representation, right? Because this is obviously using very traditional imageries here, but when I see this representation, don't see it as a betrayal from others. See it as you betraying yourself because you're not listening to your guidance system. And also look how we all have chakras, right? Our chakras systems in the front and the back as well. And look how every single chakra point in the spine here is being touched. So for you, the summer solstice is really asking you to go through your chakra points, to go through the ancestral line, to go through your power center, to go through your love center, et cetera, and see where the healing needs to happen, right? See which one you can focus on for the summer, right? We see this image up here also, which is this image of the skull, of death, of this is all just about the potentiality of resurrecting from these thoughts. There's that moon guiding you through the darkness, right? So all is not lost, despite the very harsh imagery. Oof. Leos, be gentle with yourself. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Let's see what the guidance is giving you here. Love and partnership, collaboration, intimacy, power, and dynamics, right? So it's funny how I had mentioned power dynamic. Ooh, look at this. Guys, there's another card right behind it. What is this? Oh no, it gets even worse. Oh, we'll just cover that. I'm not gonna, but you saw what it was. And what that is it's actually reinforcing what I said before, which is this energy of you are the one entrapping yourself. Whenever you do see the devil archetype, which is the one that just showed up in the back there, that is about you having to be incredibly smart in maneuvering yourself out of situations that you've placed yourself in. Again, this is all mental energy. So begin now, Leos, begin now. Start the meditation, start doing things to release that energy. And for you, when I do see the devil archetype, it is about relationships not going the right way. So it's funny how love and relationship comes up here, right? So just keeping in mind that the positive aspect of, and there's that moon again, these moons. So pay attention to the moon cycles, that these positive aspects of a relationship are also within us. We just have to tap into it. And I'm seeing this more of a relationship with yourself, right? So we need to work on this relationship with yourself, how you see yourself, how you are with yourself, how you behave with yourself, what you think about yourself, etc. So sorry that took a little longer, but it needed a lot more explanation. I'm not sure if these were the right cards to pick, guys, because the summer solstice is supposed to be fun. And I'm getting challenges, but it's okay. Because challenges are just an indication of what we need to work on, right? So again, the summer solstice is right budding a full moon engagement, which I'll be doing a reading on as well. So, I suspect the summer is going to be tough for all of us because the world is going through a tough time, right? So we have to be cognizant that we are part of this engagement. As much as we would like not to be, things don't go our way sometimes. So here we have Virgos, and Virgos, you've got the Two of Swords, right? So you are in a space where you don't want to see the strife that's before you. You don't want to pick up your sword. You don't want to engage with other people and their divergent ideas. So you're shutting yourself down. But the beautiful part of the Two of Swords for me personally is that the potentiality of peace is huge for you Virgos. So there's this inner peace, this inner quality that's wanting to sort of come into agreement with you, right? But I have to see what's before me. I have to see that the things that I thought were difficult or challenging are actually not difficult and challenging at all. So take the blinders off and see what's before you, because I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And we have here focus on the brilliance, focused attention, prioritizing, persevering, and there's a little light language thing going on here. So interesting that I told you right now to take the blinders off, right? Because this is literally an eye, and it's asking you to focus not on the negativity, which is what the Two of Swords will tend to present itself as, but more on the positivity of allowing these swords to merge into this piece. So to see the brilliance within yourself and in others. And Colette here drew this light language, which I think is fascinating, right? And it's going straight across the eye here. So for you, focus on your whatever it is that you rely on to engage your spirituality. Focus there, because light language for me is sacred language, right? So use scripture if you have to see what's before you. Use sacred text to see what's before you, to have the courage to see what's before you, right? So that's what the summer solstice is asking you to do, is just literally take the blinders off and see what is before you. And then we'll deal with whatever comes your way. And your ammunition is sacred text. It's spirituality. It's prayer time. Beautiful. Next up, we have the King of Cups. And this is for the beautiful Libra babies. So King of Cups, for you, for the summer solstice, it's going to be about not letting other people affect you emotionally and not giving your emotions so quickly to others, especially those that you just meet, that you're not familiar with. You want to be a little bit reserved with your emotions. So for those of you with the Libra moons, definitely, follow my other offerings, which is on the full moon and new moon, because we need to regulate, for those of you with the Libra, we need to regulate the emotions for the summer engagement, right? That's the gift. One of the beautiful things that people don't know about the King of Cups is that oftentimes people see the King of Pentacles as the energy of money and abundance, etc., but it's actually this one, because the King of Cups reserves for himself that which is most valuable and doesn't share with others unless they are, quote unquote, worthy of his engagement. So he's not necessarily frugal with his money, but he's cautious about it. And I also see a lot of grain. So be reserved with your money for the summer solstice. Don't spend a lot of money. Let's see what you've got here. I have to turn it around because these are, so a way out of the weeds, a clear way out, multitasking and getting organized. I see that green a lot too. So for you, the king is about doing something, right? So remember what I said, to be a little bit reserved, especially with those that you're meeting for the first time. So here is, it's literally clearing out the weeds, right? It's like a way out of the weeds, clearing out the weeds, being reserved, right? About what you want to keep and what you want to release. Beautiful. I'm just pausing a little bit here because there is a lot of green here. So maybe for you also for the summer solstice, make sure that you're out in nature a lot because that's going to help regulate your emotions. Nice. And we've got the Three of Pentacles, and this is Scorpio babies. So what we have here is an agreement. So the summer solstice is bringing you an agreement, partnership with others. Things are being done a little bit clandestine, right? Not everyone knows what you're doing, and that's okay because whatever is happening, it's a partnership with three people involved in this partnership, and it's going to bring you a lot of money. It's going to bring you a lot of abundance. So beautiful engagement for the summer solstice. Nice. What do we've got? Another chance to be reclamation. Second chance is rebirth, emotional healing. Rebirth and emotional healing. This is the number 36. These are gifts from the heavens that are coming to you. So whatever this engagement is, it feels like there was an inheritance involved with this. There's also sacredness involved. Whenever you see the octopus, there's a sacredness involved in this. I don't even know if this is coming out the right way on the video. I hope it is. But anyway, I love the way that this is, again, another light language is, and it's on the throat area. So when you're negotiating, be gentle with how you're negotiating. Be gentle with how you speak, and speak very much from that space of sacred sound, which is a lower vibration and softer in tone. Really beautiful. I gotta say, I'm really loving these cards. I'm not a big fan of the back. It's just like nothing. It's like clouds or something. I guess I have to see it a little bit more carefully later. But yeah, it's not very vibrant, but there is something there. It's almost like you could just, I don't know. She could have, with these cards are so vibrant that I feel like the back could have matched or something. Anyway, moving on to Sagittarius, we've got the Knight of Wands. So Sagittarius, you're starting something new, something creative, something that's wanting to be worked on for the summertime. So very good. It's already in motion. You've already planned it. You already know what you want to work on. So good for you. Bravo, bravo. And we've got here this and that are true. Open-mindedness, perspective, nuance, and complexities. So for me, this is tried and true. Look at that red. Again, the wands. This is a lot of passion coming for you for the summertime. Very much involved with the creative process. So don't, when I see this and that are true, don't necessarily feel that you have to cut something out of your ideas or your plans. You can integrate them. That's what you're being asked to do. That's the guidance that I see that's coming for you. And we've got the King of Swords. So this one is for the Capricorns, King of Swords. When we do see the King of Swords, this is literally about organizing, but also about speaking your truth. And sometimes we have to do it in a little bit of a forceful way, right? So don't let others step on you. So for you, the summer solstice is really teaching you how to speak up in a clear manner and stay true to how you're feeling and what you desire. Letting go of stories, surrendering attachments and releasing unconscious patterns. So perhaps part of this, engagement of truth telling for you for the summer has to do with you being truthful to yourself and being forceful a little bit with yourself so that you let go of stories that are not serving you, right? Or stories that can make you angry, or stories that are not allowing you to be clear with your thoughts. Nice. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Apologies for that. And this is for the Aquarius. So those of you with Aquarius and you get Nine of Cups, well, what can I say? You've got it all for the summer, right? You're not desiring anything, you're not wanting anything. You have abundance by your side. You are also being very cautious about what others' motivations are when they approach you. So this is really interesting. Stay true to yourself and connect. And this is the cautious. You're being cautious with family. This is the 9 energy. So you've got all this abundance and all of these plans coming. I mean, it's yours, but it's almost like you're not allowing family to come in because you're not trusting that they're not going to spill everything that you've worked really hard to obtain. That's interesting. Surrender to the change, the art of allowing resilience and adaptability. Wow. So the one that spoke to me the loudest of what I just read was the art of allowing, right? Because this card here, this card is not allowing anyone in. It's literally hands crossed. The heart chakra is sealed. It's not allowing anyone in. So you're getting guidance here to really surrender. I almost feel like surrender the stubbornness. It's not serving you anymore, but also just to be in that space of allowing. That's the gift for the summer solstice for you. Beautiful. And of course, last but never least, we've got Pisces. Woohoo! You've got the sun energy here. So, whoa. Very active summer for you. It's going to be nonstop. I do see a lot of blessings, a lot of exposure, a lot of, you've got the sunflowers all over you. You're on an adventure. I almost felt like this was a unicorn, but it's not. It just looked like it because the child is holding the banner. So it looked like a little unicorn, but boy, is that going to be exciting. You're going to have quite an exciting summer. Congratulations. Whenever you get the sun card, that's like blessings on all levels. So very beautiful. Gratitude is dreaming. The manifesting power of gratitude, the law of praise. Look at that. So Pisces, you're getting a lot of praise from people, a lot of heart, a lot of accolades, a lot of congratulatory engagement. And it's because you remain in the space of gratitude. Really beautiful. Really beautiful. Well, that's all for now. You guys will be getting your full moon reading. This one I'm recording on, what is today? Today is the 18th, during the evening hours, almost the 19th. And I will be putting this up on YouTube probably tomorrow evening, which is the 19th. So the day right before solstice, so you can have it. And make sure that you journal, make sure you write, and always go back and see what you wrote. What resonated with you? What did you see? What are you seeing in the cards that's speaking to you? Yeah, and have fun. And we'll chat soon.